everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. In this video, I want to briefly talk about the rise of the sister duo Chloe and Halle and the recent attention that Chloe Bailey has been getting on social media. She has been getting a lot of positive attention, but she also has been getting negative attention as well. And she recently broke down in tears while addressing some of those comments. And I'm going to talk about that a little later on in this video. But I first want to talk about Chloe and Halle and their rise in popularity over the past year. Now, Chloe and Halle have been singing for years since they were very young, and they began to make a name for themselves when they would cover other popular songs on YouTube. And one of the songs that they covered that went viral was Beyonce's song, The Best I Never Had. And this opened up the door for them to perform on The Ellen Show, and they actually were the winners of the next big thing, which was a talent competition on Radio Disney. And after that, they continued to upload music covers, and one of the covers that went viral was their cover of Beyonce's song Pretty Hurts.
This time I'm gonna take the crown, not falling down, Perfection is a disease of a nation. Pretty hurts, pretty hurts.
When Beyonce saw this video, she signed them to her management company, Parkwood Entertainment, and she also got them a deal with Columbia Records. In 2018, Chloe and Halle were able to release their first official album called The Kids Are All Right. And the impressive thing about this album is Chloe and Halle wrote every song on the album, and Chloe produced almost every song on this album. Chloe and Halle are very talented, they're very gifted singers, but they're also great writers and they're great musicians as well.
Let it all fall. So what if I lost? Let's find the gold at the end of the rainbow. So what if the sky falls?
While Chloe and Halle were pursuing their music career, they also picked up on their acting career and starred on the hit show Grown-ish. The new exposure from the TV show increased Chloe and Halle's popularity, and they soon began to get bigger looks. They opened up for Jay-Z and Beyonce on their On the Run 2 tour. They released a song called Warrior for the soundtrack of A Wrinkle in Time, and they also delivered a stunning performance of America the Beautiful at the Super Bowl. Chloe and Halle's popularity took a new turn when the younger sister, Halle Bailey, was announced to play Ariel in the live-action version of The Little Mermaid. There was a lot of controversy surrounding this announcement because some people didn't like the fact that Disney chose a black girl to play Ariel, and a lot of jealous, racist, dusty colonizers were mad. When Halle was announced as the new Ariel, it did bring a lot of attention to the group, and some people were curious to find out about Chloe and Halle's music. The sisters began to evolve as artists, and in 2020, they released their Grammy-nominated album, Undone Hour. In this new era, the sisters were unapologetic, they became bolder and fiercer, and their sound and overall image was more mature. The thing that was most impressive about the Undone Hour era was Chloe and Halle's impressive live performances. Now in 2020, the whole world was shut down because of the pandemic, but it didn't stop Chloe and Halle from delivering amazing virtual shows. Chloe and Halle hands down delivered some of the best performances of 2020. Nobody was topping them. I mean, nobody. Now, there was one performance that Chloe and Halle did for Verizon Up that did catch the attention of a lot of people on social media. There was a clip from the performance that went viral of Chloe kind of winding her hips and getting really into the performance. Chloe has always been very expressive on stage, and some people found it rather amusing and entertaining to see. And this kind of started up conversations about Chloe going solo on Twitter. One tweet said this: "As much as I love Chloe and Halle, I'm waiting on Chloe to break out as a solo artist. This Twitter user said, either Chloe wants to really go solo at this point, or Parkwood told them to purposely amp up their distinct personalities to get us talking on the internet, cause another tweet said, I support them as they are, however, Chloe will flourish as a solo artist, respectfully. Another Twitter user said, I'm ready for Chloe to go solo. This Twitter user said, but Chloe exuded more of her sex appeal. People are going to start to wonder why Halle isn't following suit, and the fans are going to start saying Chloe needs to be solo. She'll be better off without Halle. You know how that goes. So as you can see, there were a lot of tweets suggesting that Chloe was going to go solo. And I didn't like the tone of some of these tweets because I felt like they were being very dismissive towards Halle. I think both Chloe and Halle are equally amazing and they have an amazing dynamic together on stage. So I think it's kind of weird to dismiss one of them or compare the two of them because they both bring something different to the table and they both are great in their own right. However, I have to be honest and say that I do see where Chloe and Halle may separate at some point. Now, this doesn't mean that Chloe and Halle are breaking up, but I think what they're doing right now is very smart and very strategic. They both created their own separate Instagram accounts and they both are establishing their own brands as solo artists. And this is very important because they both are doing different things right now. So if they establish themselves separately, it will only make the Chloe and Halle brand stronger. So I think it's a good idea. Also, Chloe and Halle have a different way of how they want to present themselves. Right now, Halle is filming for The Little Mermaid and she's under a Disney contract. So there are certain things that she can and can't do. And she has her own kind of laid back style anyway. Now, Chloe, on the other hand, is a little bit more out there. She's more expressive and she's not afraid to show her sex appeal. And this is who she is on stage. If you see her perform with her sister, she's always been a little bit more bold and sensual with her dance moves. So it's nothing really new. However, Chloe did catch the attention of a lot of people with some of her posts on Instagram. Now, she first posted this viral video of her doing the Bust It Challenge on TikTok and Instagram, and this video had everybody talking. Chloe was even trending on Twitter. And soon after she posted this video, her Instagram followers shot up past 1 million. And for the past few days, everybody was raving about Chloe.
With Chloe's Bust It Challenge, let's just talk about this. I was like, this is the best Bust It Challenge. You won.
You think so?
Everybody's Bust It Challenge does not compare to that.
You think so?
I'm positive. Absolutely positive. And I think that the world agrees with me.
From looking at the overwhelming responses, the world definitely agreed. Chloe has become the new it girl on social media. And Chloe continued to post different dance videos. There's this one dance video she posted that was very sexual. But once again, Chloe was just being Chloe. And she was posting other things as well. She posted a video of her producing a beat, but I noticed that blogs weren't really talking about this. People weren't talking about it the way they were talking about her dance videos. Some people seem to be more interested in her body than they are her talent, and that's kind of sad. And I hate to say it, but I saw this coming. I knew that once she started to step out of her shell and showcase a different side of herself, she was going to face some scrutiny. Now, people were praising her at first, but see, people's praise can be very fickle and very fleeting. People can praise you one day, then criticize you the next day. So poor Chloe, she was really encouraged by the praise that she was getting, and she thought that people would like if she posted more videos like that, but unfortunately, that backfired. This one Twitter user said, Chloe Bailey is a cornball. The whole Good Girl Gone Bad remodel that Janet Jackson has started is tired. There is nothing wrong with being a modest woman. If you can't garner attention without being a slut, then you serve no real purpose in this world. So that was a very, very harsh critique. To call somebody a slut for dancing, That was really harsh. Another person said, I'm all for Chloe expressing herself and being her, but you can't help but see as things progress, it comes off as a bit attention seeking. Another Twitter user said, Chloe Bailey is doing a bit too much now. She needs to chill. So this was just some of the criticism that Chloe was getting. I think some people were a little taken back because they weren't used to seeing Chloe in a different light, so some of them didn't know how to respond, but others were slut-shaming Chloe for no reason at all, and this did make her really emotional, and she felt the need to open up and explain why she chooses to post certain videos that may be seen as too sexy.
And I'm really grateful for you all's support and love, because it just wouldn't be right of me to show an image of me that I'm not, like a made up, clean cut image of me that I'm just not. I'm just inside, I'm such a nerd, and I'm not worldly at all. Like, ask anyone who knows me, they think I'm like 50 years old in the head. But when I perform and when I make music and when I dance, that's when I get to tap into the sexier side of myself. And that's where I find my confidence. I'm not gonna cry this time, because y'all know I be crying. So it really means a lot to me when I can finally get to a place where I share who I really am. And I've been like really insecure for a long time. And I'm finally like at that place where I have self-confidence. I'm not gonna cry. And I'm really happy that I get to share that with you all. And I think it's so important and so special when a Black woman can be strong and stand in her power in every single way. You know, I do it musically, with my songwriting, with my producing. I feel so badass. And I get the same feeling when I dance in my room, when I just own who I am and my body. And for so long, I used to think I was like fat. And like, I used to hate my stretch marks and my cellulite. I'm not gonna cry. But it's like now I really love who I am. And I don't post what I post for validation from anybody or even male attention. It's just me. And a lot of people who know, like, who's on my like private Instagram, they see like that's how I find my confidence, because it has taken me a lot to appreciate myself and my body. There's been so many times where I felt I wasn't pretty enough, where I have a lot of issues with my weight. So it's a pivotal time for me. I'm just now learning at like 22, almost 23, that it's okay to be all that you are and to stand in that power. And I think that's why I'm so appreciative of all of you who've been supporting me. And I'm not going to change who I am. If I did, I would be a catfish and you all wouldn't see the real me that my family sees, that Halle knows. It's not a shock to her because she knows, like, I'm like this all the time.
Everyone is now seeing my sister, the other side of my sister that is just, oh my God, so amazing, sexy, everything in between, right? This sister, me, my family, and all of our super close friends have seen for a very long time, right?
Yeah.
But everyone else is just now seeing it.
And most of the stuff on my page anyways are like months and months old. But I love you all so much that I want to invite you in and bring you all in and show you who I really, really, truly am. I'm such a nerd inside, but on the outside I love to like just, even when I dance, I just feel really sexy and confident. That's where I get my confidence from. Ever since I was like a little girl, since I was 4, I'd be shaking my butt in front of the TV watching my idol Beyonce. So it's just always been it's just always been a part of me. And I think you all are just now seeing it. And a lot of you all who have been showing support, it means so, so, so much. And I think for every woman out there, don't change who you are to make society feel comfortable. And I'm telling myself that's not what I'm going to do. And even when I posted the video yesterday, I was posting it because I was saging and doing Palo Santo, and I was like, let's spread positive vibes. I didn't even really notice you all would talk about my ass, because I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just walking in for 1 second, 2 seconds, you know? And I feel like I've shown my ass more than I have with that. Like, if you look at our performance videos, the last performance we had in December, like, I was just so excited and on stage and just being myself. So I don't know, I just felt it was important to address it so you guys get to kind of get to know who I am more inside. And it's really hard for me to think of myself as a sexual being or an attractive being, quite frankly. So when I see all the uproar about my posts and stuff, I'm a bit confused. Like, I really don't understand, because I've never seen myself in that way or in that light. So I take it as a huge compliment that you all even think of me as a sexual, sexy being. And, you know, it's never, I don't post what I post for people to, I don't post what I post for to get attention. I don't need that. I am a very spiritual person, and I feel like during quarantine I got really close to God. So even in the lowest moments when I felt like people weren't seeing me, when people weren't paying attention to me, God was. And I've learned I don't need outside attention. So you all seeing what I'm posting is just me being me. And yeah, I just hope you can just see who I am, and that's it. And for everyone who doesn't feel like they're beautiful enough, or doesn't feel like they're the type of beauty standard, it's okay, you are beautiful, because I felt that way. I still feel that way. I'm very insecure, quite frankly, but my outlet is music. So when I perform and do music, you all think I'm like the baddest bitch, but no, I'm like, So I just want to thank you all for so much support and all of your love. And I'm excited for you all to kind of see more of who I am and get to know me. And I'm not going to change myself, because that wouldn't be fair to me. And yeah, so that's about all. And I'm happy that I'm loving my body now, because it's taken me a long time. It's taken me a very long time. And I'm happy you all think nice things about it, but every time I look in the mirror, sometimes that's not what I think. So, yeah, I just wanted to address that, because I saw how do you get out of a funk, and how do you get to feel more positive, and that's about it. So, everybody, it doesn't matter what people tell you, it doesn't, whatever you're going through, say F that. Be yourself completely. I'm going to be myself completely. I hope you all love and accept me for that. And yeah, so, ta-da!
So that's what Chloe had to say, and I feel bad that she cried about this, because Chloe is not used to getting this type of attention, at least this type of negative attention. She minds her business, she's unproblematic, and she's really a sweetheart. So I'm sure it was very confusing to her to see some of the backlash. But unfortunately, this is the downside to fame. People can praise you one day, then drag you the next day. They're really fickle. But I'm glad that Chloe is standing her ground and not being afraid of being herself. I know it's a tricky stage for her, because she's really trying to evolve from this image that people have placed on her. But now, since she's shown a different side to herself, people are starting to put negative labels on her. And that's not fair at all. Just because a person posts a video of them dancing does not mean that they're a slut. It doesn't mean that they're for the streets. I don't think Chloe should have to change who she is or tone down who she is, but I do think moving forward, she should be more selective about what she chooses to post on social media, just so she could protect her energy from online trolls. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.